Hello dear children, now today we have to continue our explanation of chapter number 16, and that is the Union Legislature. Okay, and we have to begin from the heading the Union Parliament. So the Parliament of India is the Union Parliament. It is the central law making body which formulates law for the entire country. It comprises the President of India and the two houses Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The presence of two houses make the Indian Parliament a bicameral legislature. Now what is given? That the Parliament of India is the Union Parliament. Okay, and it is the central law making body which formulates laws for the entire country. That is the Union Parliament which is there. That is the Union Parliament. What is union here? That is, in the Parliament there are so many elected members, and who elects these members? We, that is the people of the same country of our India. Okay, so it is the central law making body which formulates law, and the members who are there in the Parliament, they are the only one who formulate law for the entire country. And it comprises the President of India and the two houses, that is who are the part of Union Parliament. First is the President of India and the two houses. We know that two houses are Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. That is the members of the Lok Sabha and the members of the Rajya Sabha with the President of India. They all make the Union Parliament and they formulate laws for the entire country. And then the presence of two houses make the Indian Parliament a bicameral legislature. Now what is given? That is the presence of two houses. Two houses means here Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha make the Indian Parliament a bicameral legislature. Bicameral means means that means two. Okay, bicameral legislature, that is a legislative with two houses. Okay, now we'll learn about two houses, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha, or the lower house, is the house of the people. It comprises representatives elected directly by the people. The Constitution of India provides for universal adult franchise. All Indian citizens 18 years of age or above have the right to vote. Now what is given? That the Lok Sabha, and to Lok Sabha we also call as the lower house, is the house of the people, and it comprises representatives elected directly by the people. That is, the members of the Lok Sabha who are there, they are elected directly by the people, that is by the common people of the country. Then the Constitution of India provides for universal adult franchise. All Indian citizens 18 years of age or above have the right to vote. Okay, that is all the people, all the Indian citizens who are of 18 years or more than that, they have got right to vote, and they only elect their members of Lok Sabha directly. Then after this, for elections, the country is divided into several electoral constituencies. The people in each constituency elect one candidate through secret ballot. Okay, so for elections, that is in which way the members of the Lok Sabha are elected, so that is given. So what is given? That for elections the country is divided into several electoral constituencies. Okay, that is when elections are to be held, so country is divided into various electoral constituencies, and the people in which constituency elect one candidate through the secret ballot. That is, secret ballot is the system in the election through which the member of the Lok Sabha is elected. Okay, now after this we shall have another page. Just a minute. Now what is given? About the composition and about the term and qualifications which is for the member of Lok Sabha. Okay, now composition is given. that the maximum strength of Lok Sabha can be 552 members. Okay, that how many maximum members can be there, can be elected and can be there in the Lok Sabha? 552. Now see children, these are very basic things, and always throughout your life you should keep these things in your mind. Okay, so 552 members is the maximum strength of Lok Sabha, and of these, that is out of 552, 530 members are elected from the states of India, and these members are directly elected by the people of the country. And so what is given, that 530 members are elected from the states of India, and these members are directly elected by the people of the country. That is 530 members are elected directly by the citizen of India. Then third point is given, a maximum of 20 members can be elected from the Union Territories of India. That is, a maximum of 20 members are there who can be elected from the Union Territories of India. And the next point, last point in composition, that the President of India has the power to nominate two members from the Anglo-Indian community to the Lok Sabha. That is, two members are there from the Anglo-Indian community who can be who can be elected by the president to the Lok Sabha. Okay, now what is the term of members of Lok Sabha? So what is given, that the Lok Sabha has a term of 5 years, after which fresh general election are held in India to elect a new Lok Sabha. The president can dissolve the Lok Sabha before its term is over. That is, when a member is elected, when a member of Lok Sabha is elected, so he is elected for 5 years only. Okay, so Lok Sabha has a term of 5 years. Very, very, very important thing to remember throughout your life. And after which fresh general elections are held in India. Okay, that is, once a time period of 5 years is over, then we have the elections again to elect the members of Lok Sabha. Okay, and the president can dissolve the Lok Sabha before its term is over. That is, the president is the only one who has got such a right that he can dissolve the Lok Sabha before its term gets over. Okay, now what is the qualification needed for any member to be the member of Lok Sabha? So qualification is, that is, to be a member of Lok Sabha, a person must be a citizen of India, first thing. Then second thing, at least 25 years of age, and third thing, a registered voter of the country. Okay, so what is there? What are the three qualifications needed for any person to be a member of Lok Sabha? First is a citizen of India. That person should be citizen of country India, and at least 25 years of age. That is, minimum age that is required for a person to be a member of Lok Sabha is 25 years. And third thing, a registered voter. Okay, that is, his name should be registered in the voter list. Then next thing which is given is presiding officer. Okay, now what is this presiding officer? That the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha is the speaker. The meetings of Lok Sabha are called sessions. The speaker presides over the sessions, conducts discussions, and maintains discipline in the house. So what is given? That the presiding officer of the Lok Sabha is the speaker. Okay, that is, who is the main person who takes the lead in the Lok Sabha is the speaker. And the meetings of the Lok Sabha are called sessions. That is, whichever sessions are held. Okay, whichever sessions are held in the Lok Sabha, so speaker is the one to take the lead. Okay, and the speaker presides over the sessions, conducts discussions, and maintains discipline in the house. Okay, next, after this we have Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha, the upper house of parliament, is the Rajya Sabha or the Council of States. Most of its members are indirectly elected by elected members of the legislative assemblies of the state. Now, as we call to Lok Sabha as lower house, same way Rajya Sabha is called as upper house of the parliament, and most of its members are indirectly elected by elected members of the legislative assemblies of the states. Now, who elects the members of the Rajya Sabha? That Rajya Sabha members are elected by the elected members of the legislative assemblies of the states. And what is the composition of Rajya Sabha? That the maximum strength of Rajya Sabha is 250 members. Okay, in Lok Sabha how many were there? 552, and in Rajya Sabha it is 250 members maximum. Then of the 250 members, 238 represent the states and union territories of India, and seats in the Rajya Sabha are allowed to each state based on its population. Okay, then the president nominates 12 members to the Rajya Sabha from among distinguished people in the sphere of arts, literature, science, sports, or social services. Okay, what is given? That the president nominates 12 members to the Rajya Sabha. That president is there, he nominates 12 members to the Rajya Sabha among distinguished people in the sphere of arts, literature, science, sports, or social service. Then, what is the term of Rajya Sabha? That unlike the Lok Sabha, the Rajya Sabha is a permanent house. It cannot be dissolved by president. Each member is elected for a period of 6 years, and one third of its members retire every 2 years and new members are elected. Now, in Lok Sabha term, what we had read, that Lok Sabha term is for 5 years. Okay, and that can be dissolved by the president. But in the case of Rajya Sabha's term, what is there? That the term of Rajya Sabha is for 6 years and it cannot be dissolved by the president. And one third of the members retire every 2 years, and then new members are elected. Then, what is the qualification to be a member of Rajya Sabha? That to be a member of Rajya Sabha, a person must be a citizen of India, first compulsion. Second thing, of 30 years of age, and the third one, a registered voter. That is, 2 points are same as that of Lok Sabha, and only 1 point differs in Lok Sabha and this Rajya Sabha's qualification. And what is that? That in case of Lok Sabha, a member should be minimum 25 years of age, and in case of Rajya Sabha, a member should be of 30 years of age. Okay, now we finish up to here. Now in the next class we shall have the last page, in which we shall discuss about the presiding officer Rajya Sabha and powers and functions of Indian Parliament. Okay, now listen the video carefully, keep book with you when you listen the video, and keep liking and subscribing my channel. Okay, thank you so much. Goodbye, dear children.